What is up YouTube, James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. Today is the last day we're going to be featuring this Mega Camerupt Team, and it's, again, been an extremely strong and solid, but fun team to use, but, 7 videos per team. The next one is a pretty crazy team. I highly recommend sticking around for that team, and yeah, so today is Saturday, which means if you haven't seen my team building guide, which should have went up yesterday, and my intro to VGC 2018, you should definitely hit up those videos, especially if you're a newer player looking to get into VGC and wanna learn how to build a VGC 2018 team, or how I would basically the advice I would give to anyone building a VGC 2018 team if they really haven't team built in the past. But yeah, I am extremely proud of the videos that I made, and I really hope you would check them out, especially if you need that kind of help. But anyway, this team, extremely fun, as I said, and yeah, I'm basically a broken record at this point. I just, like, right after I finish recording this video, I'm going to be recording the next episode with the brand new team, and the brand new team is pretty hype, so I can't wait to use that. But anyway, I think we're going to cut it to the first game because it's taking quite a while to find one, so we'll be right back with the first game. Alright, we've got our first opponent from Japan. Actually, we actually had a battle earlier, but our opponent DC'd. What the heck is this team? Whimsicott Togetic, Baramosa, Tapu Lele, Tauros, and Sharpedo? Okay, I need a few seconds to catch up. Like, what? What is this team? Okay, so from knowledge, Togetic has actually won a regional championship back in 2016. Jamie Boy piloted back with I believe it was a Kyogre Rayquaza team. Yeah, it gets access to Tailwind after you. It's pretty slow. Follow Me, a Violet makes it pretty bulky. But dang, I don't know what I'm exactly supposed to do against this. I think I'll lead Mimikyu Gothitelle here, because I want to trap the top of Lele if possible. Camerupt is pretty good. Tapu Koko can be good in the back as a Revenge Chaos. Grafty can do well with Intimidate, which is really good, but I think Tapu Koko's the way to go here. Like, this is so weird. Like, I don't know how this team functions, and my opponent, I believe, had a mid rating. I think it was like mid 1500s. I couldn't remember because I was actually looking at my phone, but yeah, I don't know what to expect from this team. It's going to be something really interesting. Hopefully it's not like some kind of really weird trick that I don't know about, but I don't know. Baramosa Tapu Lele is going to lead here, so not going to be able to find out abilities. Baramosa doesn't usually carry Bug UMZ, so shouldn't be able to knock out my Gothitelle. Could be Scarf Lele, could knock out my Mimikyu turn 1. I'll take the trade of trading my Mimikyu here potentially. I'll go for Never Ending Nightmare into the Tapu Lele and Trick Room up. Not exactly sure what my opponent's going to do, but this is safe play. Yeah, 1549, so it does have some wins. U-turn going to be coming out into Mimikyu, which is fine here. Do not mind. Let's see if it's a Life Orb or not. Unfortunately, we cannot confirm any items, and we'll see how fast this Tapu Lele is. If it's either max speed, or if it's potentially like a Scarf variant. Although we can't confirm if it's Scarf or mint speed. If it's faster, we can at least confirm one of the two. Togetic's going to come out. Probably expecting the Trick Room here. And I do get the Never Ending Nightmare off, so that's great. I actually outspeed this Tapu Lele. And unless it's like a Focus Sash set, which we have seen in the past, unless, I don't know, like, it's not really common. So I'm hoping this isn't a Focus Sash set. We are going to be able to get a Never Ending Nightmare off, and it's going to target on Tapu Lele. Should be able to pick up a knockout on Tapu Lele, unless it is, again, the Sash variant. So yeah, it's not Sash on this one. So Tapu Lele goes down. That's extremely nice, as we'll see what my opponent's going to opt for next turn as the switch in. So Trick Room is going to go up, so I have 5 turns, well 4 turns now, to abuse it. We'll see what my opponent decides to opt to bring. Sharpedo, okay. Sharpedo's going to come out. Taunt could come out. You know what, I'm just going to taunt the Togetic. Togetic really can't do much, and I'll go into Tapu Koko here. Even though I'm losing the trap option, I don't feel like it's necessary here because my opponent, even if my opponent decides to switch out, doesn't really have a good switch into a electric terrain boosted Thunderbolt. And I'll taunt the Togetic here because getting the taunt on Togetic is nice because now that Togetic can't go for after you or follow me. I don't think Togetic gets anything special. Maybe Dazzling Gleam on this set. Maybe Flamethrower, I guess. But we'll see here. I'm going to bring out Tapu Koko, bring out the electric terrain, which helps with my camera up to later in the game. And, you know, Tapu Koko survives the turn, which I'm pretty sure it will. I think maybe Crunch is coming out here. But my opponent going to go straight for the Mega Evolution, which is great, actually. Because once I reverse Trick Room, I can outspeed the Sharpedo with my Tapu Koko. So, Follow Me is going to come out, which is okay here. As let's see what my opponent went for. It's going to be the Taunt going to go out into the Togetic. And let's see what the Sharpedo opted for. It's just going to be the Crunch, probably into the Gothitelle slot. It's actually going to be the Mimikyu. Please pick up the Knockout. Nice! Free switch into Camerupt. I'll take it. Even if, like, the free switch didn't happen, I always had a Destiny Bond. I could have hard switched into Camerupt on the Crunch the following turn, so I'll gladly take this. Camerupt gets in. He can't go for Follow Me. And yeah, no matter what, I'm going to be able to get a Nature's Power off into the Sharpedo and a Thunderbolt into the Togetic. A lot of damage coming out. My opponent doesn't really have a way. I could give Havoc to Togetic potentially and try to pick up the knockout there. But I really don't want Pheromosa combined with Sharpedo to be out because those two, if it's like Sash on the Pheromosa, could be troubling, especially if Sharpedo gets a double protect, because of the fact that Pheromosa could have some very powerful options, and, you know, Togetic's not really doing much. If it wants to switch out, that's fine. Yep, Togetic going to switch out. Pheromosa's going to come back in, and I really don't mind this. So, let's see what the Sharpedo does. I'm pretty sure it's just going to go for a protect here. I mean, you would assume Sharpedo has protect, even if this is a single set, you would have to expect it. So, let us see. Sharpedo is going to opt for the protect. And this is why I didn't want to Gigabolt Havoc in case it's Sash or if Thunderbolt's just able to pick up the knockout anyway. Nature's Power going to turn into Thunderbolt. As Thunderbolt is going to come out from my Tapu Koko onto this Pheromosa. Does it pick up the knockout? It does actually pick up the knockout, so I didn't have to waste my Z move there. Nice. And I really don't need Camerupt for much in the game in general. We're going to see, I would assume that, well, Togetic has to come out here, but I'm pretty sure we're just going to see Follow Me the following turn, and I don't know what the Sharpedo wants to do afterward, but Nature's Power is looking very safe into that slot, and I'm trying to think, can I lose here? Maybe on a Waterfall Flinch on top of Koko? No, I knock out Sharpedo anyway. Well, I guess there are still ways I could potentially lose here. I'm just going to Volt Switch and Nature's Power here, because you're forced to follow me, right? Yep. And I'm pretty sure Gigavolt Havoc, I mean not Gigavolt Havoc, Nature's Power plus Volt Switch is going to be able to knock out the Togetic anyway. So I'll take this trade. Gonna get a Thunderbolt off into the Togetic, which actually just cleanly picks up the knockout, and that should secure the game because Sharpedo shouldn't have a spread move unless it's Earthquake. But it's a Liquidation coming out into Tapu Koko. Does this pick up the knockout? Yeah, I didn't think it did. Volt Switch is going to come out, targeting down the Sharpedo. That should just pick up the knockout. Yep, and that's going to be a good game. So, really interesting team. Togetic not really proving its bulk there. Actually, Togetic has a lot of special defense. I'm actually surprised that even with the super effective damage of Nature's Power in electric terrain, I was still actually able to pick up the knockout. Because Togetic with the Violet is extremely bulky. I have used it in the past before. And I know how well that thing can take hits, but luckily camera pulling through, and even if it didn't KO Togetic, like Liquidation didn't even KO my Tapu Koko, so Volt Switch, knockout, the Togetic, go into Gothitelle, Nature's Power to cover, like, Sharpedo just attacking there randomly, or if it protects, I could always go into Koko, and once Trick Room wears out, I could always go in my Koko, and it just outspeeds and wins the game anyway. So no matter what, yeah, my opponent was kind of pinned there. Really interesting team, though. Too bad I don't think we got to see, like, the main gimmick of it. I don't think it had Anger Point too, which is interesting. I don't think he had a Pokemon that could activate Anger Point, which is a common strategy on Tauros. We sometimes see on Battle Spot. Could have been Intimidate, just support. Could have been Sheer Force. I don't know. Like, Tauros actually gets some pretty good abilities. Base 110 speed too, or at least I believe it's 110. I'm pretty sure it's 110. And yeah, what else did my opponent have? Like, it was the Sharpedo, the Togetic, the Pheromosa, Tapu Lele. I can't remember the last one. Oh well, but basically, game plan was pretty much the same. Luckily, my Mimikyu was able to outspeed that Tapu Lele and just get the Never Ending Nightmare off. I might switch the Mimikyu to Jolly, or if I would if I would use this team again, I would probably switch it to Jolly, just because like Adamant hasn't really changed any roles. Like I haven't been intimidated, which is kind of what I've been expecting, and Jolly would just allow me to outspeed those Pokemon. But we got Hoenn from Italy as our second opponent with the team of Aegislash, Charizard, Tapu Fini, Pheromosa, Tapu Lele, and the Persian. Honestly, it could be Charizard X or Charizard Y. I honestly can't tell. This could be fun. This could be fun. This is definitely scary though. Yeah, this is scary. Tapu Lele Aegislash is probably one of my weaker matchups, especially with Tapu Fini. This is not going to be fun at all. Honestly, I don't really like this matchup at all. I really don't. Just Aegislash, Tapu Fini, Tapu Lele. Like, all of those Pokemon give me trouble as individually, but combined together on the same team. Especially since normally you actually don't see Tapu Fini and Tapu Lele on the same team, so it's kind of interesting there. Mimikyu probably has to come. Yeah, Mimikyu. I think Mimikyu Gothitelle is fine here. Like, normally I would bring Scrafty. It helps against the Aegislash, but I can't really opt for Scrafty, right? There's two fairy types, and although it helps with fake out pressure, might slow down Pheromosa potentially, it's just not worth it, and I need Tapu Koko for the electric terrain so I can knock out the Fini potentially. So, I really don't like how this is gonna range. Oh, those are cool clothes. Is that like a knight's armor? That's actually really cool. Okay, so I have not actually bought all the clothes yet because even though I had max money in game because I used the amulet coin for most of the game, I spent most of it on clothes, but it was like for the first two islands only, and I'm like, wow, clothes are really expensive in the game too. So Tapu Lele Aegislash is gonna lead here. Psychic Surge is gonna go up. I could Helping Hand, Never Ending Nightmare, the Aegislash, which might pick up the knockout. So I really want to go for it too. My opponent doesn't have Intimidate, which slows me down. And I could Helping Hand Shadow Claw potentially the Tapu Lele in the following turn to pick up the knockout. So I'll go for it. Don't know if either of these Pokemon are going to Protect. I could see Protect or King Shield / Switch Out. I could see maybe a Double Protect to Scout. But man, I just don't have much room or maneuverability with this kind of team. I gotta go for a straight offense, and I gotta get rid of Aegislash so I can potentially set up Trick Room later in the game in trade of maybe a taunt from the Tapu Lele. So nice, no protects here. This is Helping Hand, Never Ending Nightmare, and a lot of damage is coming out into that Aegislash, and I'm hoping a lot of damage means it's gonna be able to pick up that knockout. So gonna be able to unleash my Never Ending Nightmare off here. And that is at least a modest Tapu Lele, so it might be Specs, could carry Taunt, we'll find out in future turn, but I do get rid of the Aegislash turn 1. Yes. And luckily there wasn't like a random wide guard turn 1. Is the Psychic just gonna fire off and break Mimikyu's Disguise, so I'll definitely take that trade. And I can Destiny Bond the following turn and maybe take another KO, which would really help because 1, it would secure my terrain. And 2, I would get a free switch in. So let's see what my opponent's going to opt to bring out. Maybe it's the Charizard. Maybe... yeah, it's Charizard. Don't know if it's X or Y. I will go for Destiny Bond and Trick Room right here. I'm pretty sure like Gothitelle will be able to live hits anyway. So I'm going to go for Destiny Bond. Hope that my opponent tries to take out the knockout Mimikyu. And set up Trick Room. Like worst case scenario is maybe double up the Gothitelle, which I don't even think KOs. And then even then like Mimikyu can Trick Room up the following turn unless my opponent wants to trade Mimikyu for one of his Pokemon, which I don't mind at all, as Charizard is going to Mega Evolve here. Bring out the Sun, and we'll see. We'll see if my opponent has any tricks up the sleeve. It's going to be what coming out? It's going to be Overheat just coming out straight into Mimikyu? Yeah, it's going to be in a Mimikyu. Okay, so I don't mind that because 1, the Charizard's trapped in with -2 special attack, which is crucial. And it's just Psychic coming out. Oh, that's even better. That's even better. Trick Room's gonna be set up. I can't tell the damage from that Tapu Lele though, which is a bit frustrating. I'll go in the camera up right here. And I'll just protect and side shot, get a little bit chip damage onto that Tapu Lele to put in guaranteed heat wave range, I would imagine. Because honestly, I can't tell if I can KO the Tapu Lele yet. So I'll go for Side Shock. I'm pretty sure Gothitelle won't go down to any combination of attacks from Tapu Lele plus Charizard anyway. Well, I guess maybe a Psychic plus another Overheat, I guess. But then Charizard's at -4. And then Tapu Lele is still going to be taking a lot of damage no matter what. So I don't feel like we're in the worst position possible. We are in the driver's seat right now. But it could come down to if I hit a Heat Wave or not. I might want to go for Earth Power, but with Sun, I don't think I... Actually, Helping Hand in the Sun should actually knock out Tapu Lele. I forgot we were in the Sun for a second. So, Protect Camerupt. I will get a bit of chip anyway on the Tapu Lele in case it's like random Focus Sash, which we have seen earlier. Side Shock does a good amount. Psychic into the Camerupt and Overheat. Yep, just another Overheat. Into Gothitelle, which should proc my Berry, and you're at -4. Please don't crit. Yes, nice. And we're going to proc my Berry. Nice. So I'm going to be able to heal up 50% of my health. Love the 50% berries for Gothitelle. And now I can Helping Hand and Heat Wave. Actually, like, Charizard's really not doing much. I'm pretty sure Helping Hand plus Earth Power will knock out the Tapu Lele. I really do think so. It's single target. It's not like a Landis variant. I think Helping Hand Earth Power is fine. Especially after like 20% chip from Psyshock, I'm pretty sure. Charizard's gonna protect too, so yeah, I don't have to... Yeah, so as long as I hit the Lele and KO it with the Earth Power, we should be good. So, can we? Nice. Okay, nice. Didn't really have to worry about hitting Charizard. I, 1, have Tapu Koko in the back, and 2, Lele can KO Camerupt. So, I will gladly take that trade. Tapu Fini gonna come in, and I think you know the drill with Nature's Power. Nature's Power is always my player choice, and Charizard really can't do much to my team. Hopefully it doesn't crit on a switch in and Tapu Fini protects. That's literally worst case scenario here. But go into Tapu Koko, go for Nature's Power. I wonder if maybe like my Lodic, I don't remember if it was me laddering off camera or if it was on camera, but I faced on my Lodic and it lived Nature's Power, which was crazy to think about. So Tapu Fini I think has higher special defense too, so maybe it can live. But then again, it has a lot lower base HP, so Tapu Fini just gonna go down to the Nature's Power right there. Flamethrower gonna be coming out, and that's gonna be targeting down the Tapu Koko. But yeah, at -4, really not doing too much. I can go for a Nature's Power into Thunderbolt, and this should be the game. Like, my opponent really doesn't have an answer. Yeah, at -4 Charizard versus 3 Pokemon, you would have to get extremely lucky, and even then, I still don't think you could win. Just because of the fact you have to target down both my Pokemon somehow. You're not going to survive the Nature's Power in the first place, I feel like. And yeah, Tapu Koko just pins down the Charizard outside of Trick Room. So yeah, my opponent had 0 outs to that game. But we're going to go for one more game. We already are 2-0 currently in this video. And that's nice. I don't think the Mega Camerupt team actually has went negative on the series, which is really nice. Really nice. As, yeah, it's just been so fun. Like, Gothitelle, Camerupt, Tapu Koko, Mimikyu putting in some work too. Mimikyu doing a lot of work, as you can see. Helping against the Aegislash and the Tapu Lele matchup. Luckily, my opponent didn't go for Protect, though, because that could have actually made things a bit more complicated right there. And went for Overheat, which was lucky because... Actually, Flamethrower, I'm not sure if it KOs Mimikyu in Sun. Just because, you know, Mimikyu has a really high special defense, but it's not invested in Mimikyu, so... I don't know. It might be able to KO Mimikyu. I mean, I haven't played Zard Y in, like, forever, so I don't really know much of the calcs, to be honest, with Zard Y, just because it's probably one of the Mega Evolutions I've used the least out of, well... the more relevant Mega Evolutions that I use. Like, the Mega Evolutions I'll usually use Salamence, Kangaskhan, Gengar, Manectric. I've used a lot of Mega Evolutions, but Charizard Y definitely one of the least ones. I use Charizard X more, to be honest, than Charizard Y. Which is kind of crazy to think about, but I guess it's just because, even though it's one of the better fire types, I guess I don't like... Well, there's a few things I don't like about Charizard Y, and I think one of them is, like, The combination of Overheat and Heat Wave, which, you know, are so good on Charizard Y, but it's just like, oh man. Hitting or missing is kind of frustrating, especially since most other Megas don't usually have that problem. Like Salamence, you have Accurate, Hyper Voice, Double Edge. I mean, you can run Flamethrower on Charizard Y, but I feel like it's underwhelming at times. A lot of the times. There's Kangaskhan, which can hit accurate moves. You know, they're just... Most of the other Mega Evolutions just have accurate moves. And Charizard Y is like, you know, you can run Flamethrower, but... Okay, what is this? Mr. Mime, Suicune, Latios, Umbreon, Bayonet, and Muk. So 2 potential Mega Evolutions are Latios and Bayonet. I don't know. This strategy... Like, my opponent obviously has a good rating. I think it's like 1600 with this kind of team. So there's got to be some kind of trick up the sleeve. Is it Power of Alchemy or something? With Muk? I don't know. There are a bunch of weird options here. Mimikyu could be good as a lead. I don't really like it though in general. To be honest, the 4 Pokemon I'm looking at are Camerupt, Scrafty, Tapu Koko, and Camerupt. I think it's just the most solid game plan I have against this team. So I'll lead Gothitelle plus Scrafty with Camerupt, Tapu Koko in the back. This could be weird because I don't know what kind of Mr. Mime set this is. Mr. Mime gets... Well, one, it got the Fairy typing, if people don't know from X and Y. Mr. Mime is pretty interesting. It gets Icy Wind, it gets Wide Guard, Quick Guard, Screens, Trick Room, I believe. Yeah, it gets a pretty cool move pool, and it's actually pretty high special attack if I remember correctly. Muk and Mr. Mime. What am I supposed to expect from this? I get Intimidate off into the Muk as well as the Mr. Mime, which, you know, it gets Fake Out support too. I kind of like how Mr. Mime's actually doing the hands like it's in the box in the game. That's actually a nice little detail. I could just Fake Out Trick Room. He might do the same. Oh, or Mr. Mime could Fake Out and then Muk could go for Knockoff, which wouldn't be good. I think I'm going to protect Gothitelle here and go out into Camerupt. Yeah, I think that's fine. Just because of the fact that Camerupt is going to be in against a Muk and Mr. Mime, it's going to be able to do massive damage unless maybe my opponent sets up a screen here. We'll see what my opponent opts to go for. Going to be the Fake Out into the Gothitelle and a Knockoff into that. Oh no. I know what I'm prioritizing on. Oh no, is that Psych Up Megaladios? Oh no. Actually, if he's going for Minimize, he probably can't KO Gothitelle. I might as well try to get Trick Him up. He's probably going to get to +4. I wish I had maybe like a Parasong user on this team now, because now I could have Parasonged this and it would actually be really easy to stall out. But now I'm dealing with a Minimized Muk. At least my opponent can't switch for us, you know, Psych Up. But Mr. Mime could carry Psych Up. Oh no. He gets my Shadow attack. Well, I guess that's fine. Soundproof. Oh, Mr. Mime can't be effective with Parasong, right? I didn't know if it would be Technician for Icy Wind or if it would be like, you know, what we saw, Soundproof. Trick Room's gonna go up. Unfortunately, I am trapped in with a Camerupt. Unfortunately, the Muk can switch, but I can't risk that Muk setting up anymore. Mr. Mime doesn't seem like it's gonna be doing much right now. Please get the Helping Hand. Please hit the Earth Power. It's only +2. Please. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Well, Ally Switch is something that I did not anticipate there. Mr. Mime gonna go down. And Muk has Shadow Attack now. Gets a Minimize off. This is so bad, especially if Latios comes in. Oh, is it just Psych Up Mega Bayonet? I think I can deal with Bayonet better than the Muk. I'll just Helping Hand Earth Power, to be honest, because I feel like Muck might... Actually, he doesn't even have to protect. He guarantees it. I'm just going to Helping Hand Heat Wave. I wonder if he's just going to Mega Evolve, Psych Up, and Protect, or if he's just going to Psych Up and maybe Minimize again. Oh my lord, this is going to be such a painful match. Helping Hand. Let's go. Oh, he went for Disable. Nice. So actually this catches it. Okay, I'll take it. Glad I didn't Earth Power there. Heat Wave. Muck Avoids. Okay, good. I get rid of the Bayonet. Or not. Okay. Another evasion. And that thing's sitting at +6. God, I need Parasong. I mean, I still have my Z move, so if I hit one Heat Wave, I can Z move the Muck. But the problem is Psych Up. Like, who's the Psych Up user? You gotta expect maybe a Psych Up user on this team. I'm Helping Hand Heat Waving. No matter what, though. Yep. There's the Psych Up. I just need to hit 1 out of 2 Heat Waves on maybe the Bayonet. Oh god, it's a Toxic Stall. I just need to hit 1 Heat Wave on each now. But the chances of that, what is it, like 25% or something? I don't know how like evasion works now. I don't know how evasion works, to be honest. Oh, well, please hit a Heat Wave. This is the most frustrating thing I probably have to face on this series so far. Helping Hand. Pain Split. Oh god. That's actually really terrifying. Well, if I still hit 1 Heat Wave, that's good, but now I have less turns with Camerupt. Oh, Camerupt. Oh, Camerupt. Oh, Camerupt. And I'm pretty sure my opponent's just going to go for the Gothitelle next. And this Bayonet might actually heal up to, like, full. I probably have 1 more turn with Camerupt, which is something. Or, you know, Trick Room could wear off. I mean, I can always knock out the Bayonet with maybe a Gigavolt Havoc, so I have something, but I need it for the Muck too. This is so stupid to play. Okay, Helping Hand. Curse. Just hit 1 Heat Wave. That's all I'm asking for. Just 1. I just need 1. What move is that? Infestation? Yeah, that's Infestation. Okay. Oh my lord. Is that just KO Camerupt because of Curse combined with Poison combined with Infestation? No, he cursed to Gothitelle. Okay, that's better. That's actually better because Gothitelle's really not doing much other than Helping Hand. Which I could Gigavolt Havoc the Muck, I guess. I'm firing off Helping Hand plus Heat Wave. I don't know if this Bayonet has an attacking move. I kind of doubt it at this point. Oh wait, he could just disable the Camerupt. I should have Earth Powered. Well, it's not like I'm gonna hit the move. I doubt I would have hit the move anyway. But Helping Hand, disable. Look, just protects. I should have Earth Powered the Bayonet. Or he just Pain Splits. Okay, so I still have a chance of hitting this Bayonet. Please, please, please. This works out if you hit. Oh. It would have worked out because I could have Helping Hand Gigavolt Havoc the Muck the following turn. Which is why I'm like so frustrated right now. I just needed 1 Heat Wave on the Bayonet that turn, and I would have probably sealed up the game potentially. Instead, I have to play more around this kind of stupid strategy. This is not fun. Do not use this, people. Just do not use it. It's all luck dependent, and it doesn't make this game more fun than it kind of isn't sometimes. Alright. I'm going for it on the Muck because it's already protected. And like Bayonet cannot curse again, it's probably going to go for Pain Split. I will go for Gigavolt Havoc. I really regret not going for Helping Hand Heat Wave. The one turn Mr. Mime went for Ally Switch because I forgot that Ally Switch is a move to remove now. And I was going to be in 1700s with this. Dang. Okay, Helping Hand. Helping Hand Gigavolt Havoc. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Do not get the double protect. You do not deserve the double with this team. Alright. Helping Hand Gigavolt Havoc. The problem is the last Pokemon still. Like, if it's Latios, it can still be a problem. Like, no matter what, like, any Pokemon my opponent has could be problematic. Gigavolt Havoc. The problem is Scrafty isn't going to be doing much to Bayonet because it doesn't have an item. If I had Crunch, it might have been a different story, but Gigavolt Havoc into the Muck. Picks up the knockout. Yep. So imagine if I hit that Heat Wave onto the Bayonet. I would have outspread his team, picked up the knockout potentially, unless he got a double protect, which you already don't deserve in my opinion. I don't think this guy deserves it at all. Gothitelle gonna faint here. Scrafty. This is so frustrating. Umbreon. Okay, it's not over yet. The only problem is I wish I had another Pokemon, to be honest. I'm gonna fake out and Gleam here. Yeah, I'm gonna fake out Gleam. If I knock out Umbreon, maybe I have a chance against a Bayonet because its limited recovery is only on Pain Split. So I'll fake out the Umbreon, try to get a Dazzling Gleam off as Curse is going to come out once again. Target down my, Tapu Koko. And maybe if I hit Gleam, I can maybe KO. Nope. What the heck? Inner Focus! Is that Z Psych Up? Oh my lord. So that's a blunder because I forgot Umbreon got Psych Up. I legit just forgot Umbreon got Psych Up, to be honest. Alright, I'm going for the Bayonet now. I still don't think I can win. We'll see here. Maybe if I hit every single move from now on, I can win. Pain Split into Scrafty. It doesn't affect Scrafty. Oh, right, because you can't use Prankster moves on that Pokemon. Baby Doll Eyes, unfortunately, isn't Prankster. Gleam. We hit the Bayonet. Okay. If this Umbreon doesn't have Toxic, maybe we're in this. Oh no, Tapu Koko's low. And there's a chance that the Umbreon's just going to stall out my PP anyway, because I'm pretty sure it'll have more power points than me, especially with Baby Doll Eyes. Maybe I should have Thunderbolt instead of Dazzling Gleamed. I should have Thunderbolt instead of Dazzling Gleamed, okay. If he had Toxic, he or she had Toxic, he or she would have went for it a long time ago. We hit a Gleam, nice. Maybe this Umbreon doesn't have recovery, although it probably has Moonlight, I would imagine. Oh my lord, we're hitting through the +6 now? Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna forfeit if this guy has... Well, PowerPoint wise I can win, but I don't want to sit here like all day and play this, to be honest. I really don't. Do I have more Your Timer? No, he has more Your Timer too. I mean, it takes like an average 2 seconds to hit a move, so... We have... No, it's not going to come down to that. Okay, yeah. If you had Moonlight, you would have definitely went for it. So I just need to hit a few Drain Punches to win the game. Scrafty, you are coming in through 1 or 2 more moves in general to hit the Umbreon. I'm surprised. Where's the Moonlight? You should have went for Moonlight first, if anything. If this person actually does have Moonlight... Wait, do we speed tie? And it's rest. I'm not playing this. I can't win. Well, I could win if I hit 2 and crit in a row, but it's not worth it to me. It's not worth like viewers' time. It's not worth my time because while I'm playing this match, I could be recording another episode and I already have limited time to record. I'm gonna forfeit. I'm sorry if people want me to play that out to try and win and like punish this guy if I can, but it's not worth my time in my opinion. But unfortunately, we're gonna cut it out to 2 and 1 in today's video. So, don't use Minimize. Minimize is bad. But thank you all for tuning in today's episode of VGC 2018 Back Battles. If you want to show your support and you hate Minimize too, please leave a like. Please leave a like down below on the video. I really appreciate it. And you can check out my other stuff, my social medias linked down below, the previous episodes of VGC 2018 Back Battles down below, the side series on the channel. You can check out the paste bin of the team down below if you want to try it on Pokemon Showdown, for instance. And yeah, I really appreciate every single one of you for watching today's video, and have a good day, people. I will catch you around in another video.